Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. And today, yes, I ended up finding more Infernal Ascension. I couldn't believe it. And LGS had them. It wasn't the one. Relax. If you saw my part 3 video, yeah, no, it wasn't that one. It wasn't the one that I have beef with right now. Nah, I'm just kidding. But, nah, it wasn't the one I got my beginning observer from. It was another one that I ended up deciding to check it out. Because you never know, sometimes they have, especially right now, One Piece just came out. And this one too. So I was kind of curious, and Vanguard too, technically. So, a bunch of shit just came out. So, definitely wanted to check it out. And hey, I ended up finding a couple of these. So, probably won't be recording, I'm guessing, the other ones, or I think maybe one more. I was thinking of doing one more discussion video, which is actually going to be Digimon. This one, I know, took a while, but this one is actually not going to be about Digimon. I actually want to talk about Battle Spirits Saga, and you might be wondering, why the fuck are you using a Digimon box? Because I wanted to get set 4, sorry, the collab set. Unfortunately, it's delayed. My shipment got delayed, so RIP, I'm gonna have to wait a bit for that one. They still haven't confirmed it. I'm gonna have to reach out and see what the hell is going on. But unfortunately, yeah, we're gonna have to wait for that one. But I definitely wanted to get this one out. I didn't want to wait until, I got it. Or imagine they end up canceling or something, RIP. But you never know these days. So I just wanted to make sure I got the video out there, recorded it, and, not forget it. Because, man, I'm telling you, some of these days, I'm just like, I'm thinking of like a video idea, and then suddenly I'm watching like a Copa America game, and I forget about it. So I definitely want to just get this out of the way, have it there and ready to go no matter what. So we're recording this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed Digimon. If not, then just look at the cool monsters, I guess. Yes, these are all Digimon, so congrats. All right, so what I want to talk about Battle Spirits Saga, what the hell are we going to talk about? I want to talk about the state of Battle Spirits Saga. I guess that's a bit dramatic. But, I mean, it is accurate, though. I guess we should just call it that. What the hell is going on with Battle Spirits Saga? Is it dying? Is it, you know, the typical questions you would see someone ask like on Reddit or Facebook, is the game dead? But to answer that right away and to get it out of the way, no, I don't think the game is dead. But I do think there will be a quite dramatic shift, and that's saying it very lightly. There's going to be a very dramatic shift in the interest overall. Because here's the thing, and I know it was controversial. I even talked about it in my second video, I think, for Battle Spirit Saga. How the prices, how it was. Some people were saying that it was kind of controversial because it would cause some people to get in it just because of the prices, and that's what happened, ironically enough. But here's my counter to that and my response to that. Bandai themselves were advertising it as such, though. They were using the prices as such a crutch to attract people because they knew it's a harder game to sell. You don't have an IP that you can rely on. It's not, oh, it's One Piece, buy it, it's One Piece. Who cares? Oh my god. I thought this was for a second altar. I was gonna say, what the hell? Did I just get scammed? This is not an altar, but okay. No, it's just a regular one. Because I didn't see the border. I was gonna say, whoa. Okay. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure I've seen you before. You're not an altar. Anyway, sorry about that. But anyways, they did use it as a huge selling point in leading up to the release of the game. They were advertising the whole, these huge tournaments. It's gonna be all cash prices. We're gonna make it worth your while, essentially. Attracting and targeting those kind of people, the ones that are gonna play for the money. So when I see people say, "Oh, they were in it for the wrong reason," realistically speaking, who are you saying that to? Because Bandai marketed to those people. So when they announced that they're dropping it, spoiler, they ended up dropping the price support. Now you get like travel voucher, something like that. And pretty much all the people that were in it for the money, guess what? Dropped it. And so people were saying like, "Oh, it's good that all this, fake fans are leaving." And I just find that kind of funny because it's like, well, clearly not, because Bandai was targeting them. So they're not fake fans. But Now onto the question, the most important question. Do I think this was the right decision? Yes, I actually do. Here's the reality of the situation. The game was just not profitable enough after set 2. Because you have to realize set 2 and 1 pretty much were bought together. The stores have to pre-order so early that those two sets were overprinted to hell because Bandai was on pretty much on a hot streak with their new games. They had especially One Piece. One Piece was such a huge opinion changer on Bandai. Because Digimon, for the most part, now it's going crazy. This box is like $120. But for the most part, it's like kind of stable. It used to go from 60 to 70, nothing too crazy. Same with Dragon Ball. But One Piece has gone crazy. I think it's finally slowing down, by the way. I think the new box, it just released, and it is already 138. MSRP is 100, I think, and 5 or 110. So we're getting there. But since it went so crazy for like 5 sets, a lot of people just got this wrong idea of Bandai that anything they produce would be essentially magic or gold. And a lot of stores jumped into Battle Spirits Saga, thinking that it would be the next big thing and, the next whatnot, you name it, the next big game. Well, the reality is that Battle Spirits Saga just doesn't have any of the recognition, any of the things that would help a game grow, realistically speaking. And when you're targeting specifically the prices and the money, and again, you have to realize this was a huge part of their campaign, then you do have to realize that you are going to attract people who are only going to stick around for that. So making the decision to cut out the prices, in my opinion, will significantly decrease overall interest, just because you are essentially taking all those people that you sold them this idea to this game to and telling them, never mind, or, go elsewhere. This game isn't for you anymore, which it does kind of suck in my opinion. And I don't blame those people for leaving. I know that a lot of people apparently do. I don't see how that's fair. I think it was just a, unfair expectation to say the least for a new game. Did I seriously just mess up the... I had one job and I messed it up. Nice. I confused the comments and the on comments. Or whatever. I'll figure it out later. But that's what's gonna happen. So those people all leave. Now we're gonna have... Now that's why you're seeing... Oh, shit. Let's go. We got Lucifer. This is like a $50 card, boys. Oh, my goodness. We got that Lucifer Chaos mode. I know it's not Lucifer. Relax. I know it. I can read. It says Lucemon, but it's Lucifer. Shut up. It's based on Lucifer. But anyways, yeah, that's why you're going to see the overall interest, overall sales. If you look at TCG Player, hell, there's barely any sales a day per cards. And you're looking at relevant cards. I'm not talking about, go to set 1 and look at the sales. It's slow down. Like, yeah, no shit. But I'm talking about even the newest set. Like, there's not really a lot of movement. And that is because a lot of people who were those players who were going to events who wanted to get better because of the prize money are left. They just left and moved on to other greener pastures, whatever. So do I think that game is going to die? Sorry for... We've been going for like 7 minutes on a huge negative. But I think it's a huge point as to why it's happened, why, Battle Spirits is in the spot it's in. Because of the... Oh my goodness, we're on fire on this one. Holy shit. We got that, we got Lucifer and we got Lilith, man. Oh, Lilith, the demon. Yeah, they're not slick. I get it. It's... Yes, if you didn't know, if you didn't guess based on the cards, this set is based on heaven and hell. And obviously these demons representing the 7 deadly sins, which obviously you can see right there, lust. So we got lust. I got, what is Lucifer? I'm guessing pride. I'm going to assume pride. Pride. I did get Belphemon, which is wrath. Then I got Leviamon, which should be, what, gluttony, I'm guessing. And then I got Barbamon, which should be, what, greed? Holy shit, I got like 5 out of 7 sins. Dude, if I can get all 7, I actually might end up keeping some of them. Not all of them. Like Lilithmon, personally, I don't like her art. I like her regular art, but not her alter art. I just think it looks so cartoony. Like I don't know why they did them cartoony. I wish they did them like normally with the regular art. I think they would look you know, cooler, in my opinion. But yeah, that's just me. Anyway, so yeah, in my opinion, now the audience is gonna trickle down to the core, what I would like to call the core audience, which is people who really didn't care that much about the prize money, who actually just wanted to play the game because of the game itself. And again, I'm not gonna say, oh, the right people, because again, if you're gonna blame anyone for those people being attracted, you have to blame Bandai. You have to start with you have to start with the one calling the shots. So I'm not gonna blame the people. I'm gonna blame Bandai if I'm gonna do that, which I won't. But so we're just gonna have the core audience left, which is gonna be very small as we can see. There's not a lot of movement. Hell, just look at boxes. There's rarely any movement, and every day, the boxes are just gonna keep dropping because there's no movement, and stores are gonna get desperate to clear the space, just move them, get rid of them, whatever. They just see them as a liability maybe at some point. Right now, thankfully though, if you do see the holy crap. First of all, that kind of sucks that it was whited, but dude, this is such a random video, but we're popping off on this shit. Holy shit. This is like already like $150 just on 3 cards on the alters. Jesus Christ, we are popping off. But anyways, yeah, we're gonna see the thinning of the audience. Obviously, all those people left. I think those people essentially left immediately, and I mean, why wouldn't they? Essentially, they just cut it off all at once. It's not like they gradually cut it off; like they literally just cut it off. So all those people left, and thankfully, though, moving on to a bit of greener pastures, I do believe that the game will keep going, in my opinion, because I do think that there is enough interest, maybe not, obviously not every OGS is going to sell it. You're going to struggle finding it. It's going to be a niche game, to say the least. But I think set 5 is going to be the make or break it set, because I don't think you can use set 4 or even 5 really as a fair, oh, nice, as a fair, like barometer for it. Because the thing is, like after you announce such a thing, such a radical change, you have to expect a huge drop in sales. So I think set 5 is going to be the first one where everyone pretty much knows what's up, like 6 months plus in advance. So this set, in my opinion, is going to be the make it or break it. In my opinion, I think the game is going to keep going just because I do think there is a strong enough, albeit niche, audience. Boxes, I'm guessing, are not gonna go down in price, because here's the thing: the more niche it is, the more those people who have those prices can dictate to whatever the hell they want, really. So it will suck. Obviously, we're seeing the effects of that now. A lot less people, if you just look at the total number of vendors, even compared to False Gods at the beginning or Dawn of History, it's completely way down. It's a completely different ballpark. We have like 7 people selling now, like boxes, versus before like 20 plus. So that is what I mean. Prices will probably remain a little more stable, which in turn will mean that those stores will be incentivized to keep pre-ordering. Yeah, they won't pre-order like, oh, give me 5 cases, 4 cases. They maybe will only pre-order 1, 2 cases, but nonetheless, it is better than nothing. And if the loyal audience, which again, you can't see it, which is pretty cool, there actually is a lot of, well, not a lot, but, for Battle Spirits standards, in my opinion, there's actually a lot of movement for the Evangelion boxes, which I think is great, that people, the core audience, and again, now we're focusing on the core audience, the people who just want to play the game itself, who didn't really care about the money overall. I think it's cool that they're still willing to support the game despite it being in the state that it's in, and wanted to get out of the trenches, if you want to call it. I think it's cool. So I want to do my part. I do want to get that, once I get it, I do want to get that video out, because there's no content in YouTube. So RIP that. But so with this discussion, obviously I wanted to get it out immediately, and hey, we're going to get it opening videos hopefully soon-ish. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Imagine they cancel it. I mean, dude, I'll be pissed. That happened to me with Fallout already, so I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, no, I'm definitely interested in uploading that, and just getting some BSS content. And again, just the game overall, and well, also I kind of want to see the Evangelion cards. But it just sucks to see, man. You know, like obviously you can't expect every game to be One Piece. I know. You can't. I'm not saying I would wish the boxes were, selling like hotcakes and they were like $200. No, but I do wish the game just had more attention, because if you type YouTube Battle Spirit Saga, go by filter by date, you'll see there's almost nothing, man. And that is what scares me the most. That it's just, even the core audience, there's just not enough of interest. So that's when I would get concerned. Just keep an eye out on those numbers. Just obviously, hopefully, it won't keep decreasing further, because obviously you have to realize now we're only depending on essentially a very few dedicated channels. Some of them, which I remember, which I think still cover BSS, I think is Cosmic, which shout out to Cosmic. I think he commented on one of my videos, which is kind of insane. But yeah, I think he still covers BSS. I think what's their face? The Nexus. I think they had a podcast. I don't know if they still do the podcast, but I think they still do videos. Not sure about the podcast though. If you're interested, definitely check it out. Way more knowledgeable than me, of course. And again, this is more of a, obviously this video is gonna be negative. I was gonna say sorry for the negative video. I mean, come on, we're discussing, something serious here. The game is in a pretty serious situation, so I definitely wanted to have some seriousness. I didn't want to make jokes. I didn't want to, when Bandai does, like we can't make fun of it. If you want, like, the Avril Lavigne thing, but at the end of the day, in my opinion, it does suck to see, that, in my opinion, such a cool game with the potential of all these collabs, and essentially the only Bandai game that could really do that, because all the other ones are IP based, and I know this one is its own IP, but realistically speaking, is the weakest IP to the point where you can include other IPs to bolster it, and it sucks to see that, unfortunately, it's struggling. But hey, it's not always. I mean, hey, you have to realize some games don't always take off. I mean, hey, look at Grand Archive, for example. The second set, holy shit, that shit. Trust me, I bought like 3 boxes. The thing collapsed. And hey, look at them now. All the boxes are like 100. So obviously, and they have some movement. Obviously, I'm not going to say insane movement, but I mean, better than Battle Spirit Saga, right? Which is just a point. We're trying to get more traction. We're trying to get more players, more interest in the game. So in that positive note, I just leave you with that. I know things aren't looking the best. Obviously, prices are high, which is good and bad. Obviously, bad for us who are buying, but good for the few sellers who still remain, because hopefully that will motivate them to still keep, ordering that one random case or the 2 random cases every set. Because if not, if boxes dropped immediately, then who the fuck would sell? Like, it's just a value proposition. Like, if I told you, hey, lose money for a year straight, would you say, yeah? Like, no, you wouldn't. So, hopefully with sets like these, prices like these, it will help stabilize the core audience and stabilize the market, around those prices. And we don't have to worry about them just cutting the support. Because realistically speaking, here's the thing. Even if they take a while to sell, as long as they're selling them for the $90 to $100 price, which is the MSRP, I think most stores, or well, not most, but some stores are willing to buy the 1 or 2 cases, because they know eventually you'll move, and that since there's not a lot of competition, they can stabilize the prices relatively at a 90s or something like that, or 80s or 90s, So I feel like it is a pretty safe bet for those stores, because they know there's a core audience, which is, interested in buying those boxes, and that there's not a lot of competition. So it's going to lead to some stores seizing that opportunity, which I think is great. So just obviously keep supporting it. Again, I'll do my best to upload that opening, the Halo of Awakening. I did skip set 4. Apologies about that. But I figured since they're doing that, because set 4 had Evangelion collabs, but then I was worried that it was going to be the same BS from set 2, False Gods, which just, again, I did a whole rant on that if you want to check it out on my video. Probably way more structured than this one. I'm not going to lie. This one was just a way more negative one, but hopefully you guys don't mind. Again, I did want to discuss the why, which, that's why they want to spend the first like 10 minutes talking about the money, because I do think that is a huge part of it. Oh shit, hey, we got that. Oh, I forgot, because I got a regular. I thought that mirror was the altar for some reason, but holy shit, this one's a sick one. I actually might keep this one. It's like a Buddha statue coming to life. It's fucking sick. So yeah, I wanted to definitely get in the trenches on that one. Wanted to discuss the negatives, even though I know it's gonna be a more negative video. Hopefully it's not too bad, but it's the truth. It is the truth. When I see people say the whole, oh, thank God they left, I do find it kind of ironic, because Bandai is the ones who call those people. But hopefully that core audience is enough, and hopefully that you guys are interested enough to watch those videos. So anyway, if you guys are, I'll definitely keep pumping them up, and we can have a healthy win-win relationship. I'll keep purchasing boxes, and you guys will keep getting videos. Well, maybe a video or two. Relax, yeah. That's the thing though that also sucks. Like I was talking about with the whole movement thing earlier. Like if you get a good card, you're gonna sit on it for a while. So, RIP on that one. But hey, what do you do, right? Leviamon, Luzmon. Oh yeah, I did wanna. Oh man, did I not bring it? It's upstairs. You know what? Screw it. I'm not gonna make you guys wait even longer. But I did get the two Saga from the first two sets. I picked them up for. I picked up the Seagworm from set 1, I think for like $12. That shit was sick. And then I think now it's like at 18, so stonks. And then I had the Tokiwa as well, the second one. I only picked up those two because they were like, I think that was like 10, and it was like under $25 for both. Thought that was fucking crazy. So I ended up getting them. And pretty cool, I was pretty happy with it. Now I have two Saga rares, which I didn't pull. Kind of sucks, but I got two Saga rares, whatever. Which is kind of just so crazy to me to think about, and just goes to further highlight the point of how badly those first two sets fell. Like, this is a one per case. Yeah, it's a guarantee per case, but so are the Seekers in Dragon Ball. So are leader cards in One Piece, the Altereds. And these are $10, man. So that's just bad. And it just goes to show that the first sets, which were the most ordered sets, unfortunately, bombed so bad that stores are it's just gonna be really hard to attract stores back into the game. So hopefully Bandai can keep at the game, the core audience can keep going, and obviously slowly, organically grow. Because what I think Bandai did with the whole money thing, to summarize, was inorganic growth. What I would like to call inorganic. What does that mean? What the fuck? It's not a metal. Relax. We're not talking. We're not talking chemistry or biology. What I mean is that they try to create an audience artificially by injecting cash flows, by injecting this huge prices to attract people from other games to say, hey, maybe I'll get this game doesn't give me shit. Let me go to this one, which is promoting $1 million or something like that. I'm pretty sure they were promoting $1 million, by the way. So definitely fucking insane to just say, oh, it's those people's fault when they were doing things like that. But it just sucks to see, man. And you can't grow an audience like that. You can't grow an audience artificially by just saying, hey, I'll give you money. Because here's the thing, those people are just not enough. Like, those super competitive people are just not gonna be, interested enough beyond buying, first of all, singles. They're most likely just gonna buy singles, so your steel product is gonna go to shit. Surprise, it happened. And then it's gonna lead to, I'm guessing, just not a lot of, I don't know, honestly. It's honestly just a super complicated situation, because there are like positives and negatives to it, because obviously, yes, it did need attention. They needed to do something. But at the same time, promoting it so heavily I think was the crucifix, because in my opinion, it's good to promote cash prices, but screaming it in the face of, oh, $1 million and you're gonna get this and this, and using it essentially as a backdrop to your game, I think that's where the issue is, you know, where you push it so hard that inevitably, if you can't keep that up, those same people who you attracted because of that are gonna leave. So it's just a lot to ask for the audience to keep up with that, especially for a newer game. I think that was the issue as well. They banked on it too early. I think they should have maybe at first done very way more small cash prices, because you have to realize most games don't really have like super good cash prices. They didn't need to do $1 million. Like they could have definitely done way smaller cash prices. Just say, hey, we're gonna have some cash prices. We're gonna have some promo stuff, some this, yada yada yada, vouchers, whatever. You still could have done the cash prices to incentivize some people, but not make it the entire. Oh, this is the cash game. This is the game you play to win cash. Fuck the casino. Go to Battle Spirits Saga. Like, don't do that, you know? So I think it was just an issue of wrong publicity, wrong advertising, another advertising issue, of course. And it's just going to be an issue of thinning the crowd out to the core audience and seeing if that number is worth it enough for Bandai. So I guess we're going to find out by set 6, I'm guessing. I guess if they don't announce it. So hopefully you guys are still interested in Battle Spot. I mean, obviously you still are. You're checking out the video, right? But hopefully you guys are still interested. You will check out the opening if I do get a chance to upload it, of course. And if you're interested in, you know, any other discussion, if you would like me to address it. Obviously, this was a more negative one. Again, I already addressed this, but I just wanted to get to the why. Because obviously this is kind of a big deal, you know. It's not the game is just the boxes are $60. Like, they're barely under distributed. Like, no, this is, you know, bad. And now the boxes are higher priced, there's not a lot of movement, which is also bad. So, you know, I wanted to address both points as to why we are in the situation we are in. So hopefully it wasn't too bad. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Kind of turned into a rant for a bit there. Sorry about that. Hopefully it wasn't too bad. All right. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and please like, comment, subscribe, and nice. See ya.